This is ET Now and you're watching Markets at Lunch.
As promised before the break, let's touch base with the management of Biocon. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, CMD of the company, joins us on the show right now. Ms. Shaw, thanks very much for speaking with us. First up, the company has seen a growth of about 30% on the top line, and the company has also benefited from the rupee depreciation due to export. How much has the currency benefit been in revenue growth?
In terms of Q1 growth, the total contribution from the rupee depreciation is about 70 crores. So if you were to take that in perspective, then that's really what I can share with you.
Which are the main products, Ms. Shaw, which have contributed to growth in the biopharma vertical of the company?
The main contributors to this growth have been basically immunosuppressants, insulin and fidaxomicin. These have been the main profit contributors this quarter.
Right, we believe that the company is close to a drug development deal with Bristol Myers for the oral insulin. Can you confirm this piece of news?
This is pure speculation and I will not be able to comment on this.
Okay, we understand that. No problem, ma'am. Let's also talk about the R&D costs for this quarter, which have gone up significantly. How do you see spends on research going ahead?
Yeah, so R&D expense has gone up 75%, as I explained in my opening remarks. And I think this is a trend that you're going to see going forward, because our R&D programs are advancing into the clinic, and as clinical spends increase, you're going to see increased R&D spend. Having said that, R&D is a very integral part of our value unlocking strategy, and therefore, as we move into the clinic, R&D spends have to be taken in perspective, saying that, you know, as you increase R&D spends, you're actually moving up the value chain and moving up the clinical development program. And as you advance in the clinical development programs, although R&D spends increase commensurately, I think the value unlocking opportunity also increases commensurately. So this is what we have to say in terms of R&D spends, and I think we have to look at our overall business with this in view.
Right. The stock, of course, is down 3%. The market seems to be a bit disappointed by the numbers. Margins of the company have also disappointed, Ms. Shaw. Margins have shown, contraction over last year and have come close to 21%, excluding, of course, the other income. How do you see margins going forward?
Well, you know, as I said, most of this margin impact has actually come in because of R&D spends. If you look at the impact of R&D spends on our margins, it's over 300 basis points. So I think this is significantly what has impacted our margins. But having said that, I would like to draw attention to the fact that R&D is an integral part of our business, so I would not be unduly concerned about this impact. The other impact that we are addressing is the operational costs. I think power costs and our imports also have impacted our margins this quarter, where we have seen our imports of raw materials going up quite steeply. And apart from this, of course, power costs have also gone up. So looking at all this, we are looking at how to address some of these challenges going forward. We are taking some steps to see if we can bring about some containment in our power costs and in the way we are importing our raw materials. So hopefully by the end of this fiscal, we should have some benefit of these various initiatives that we have embarked on.
Ms. Shaw, quick final word. The company has announced positive results from a phase 1 comparative study conducted in Germany of its biosimilar insulin glargine. How do you see commercialization of this particular drug?
Well, glargine, as I mentioned, is the most important program in our biosimilars portfolio. Glargine today Lantus is today a $6 billion product annually and only growing. And everyone is pretty focused on biosimilar glargine as really the big opportunity in biosimilars, and we are very advanced in this. And therefore, we believe that this data is a very important milestone for us, and we hope to, start phase 3 trials fairly soon. And we are targeting 2014-2015 as an opportunity for us to enter various markets.
Right, Ms. Shaw, thanks very much for joining us and giving us a perspective on your numbers, also giving us some sense of how things will shape up in the near term. Appreciate it. Let's now focus on commodities. That's Biocon, the stock, 245, down 2.5%. The world of commodities then, and Manisha Gupta joins in for a quick perspective on that. Manisha.